What's going on, everybody? So we are back as promised. It has actually been a little while, but that's because, you know, some pesky Theros set had to come out or something in between our last video and this one. But this is the continuation of our gift edition battle where we had our friend Dave.
Hello.
Thank you. Sorry. I gave you no prompting for that whatsoever.
What's my name again?
But we had our friend Dave join us. He opened up a gift edition. I opened up a gift edition. And then we made a deck out of mine, and we were going to wait on Dave making a deck out of his. So we did that. But first, I will encourage you to go check out that other video, because there was definitely some spice opened in both pools. Oh my god,
yes.
In both bundles.
So much Dance of the Mance.
Yeah, exactly. Which we, weirdly, Dave, this does not look like a Dance of the Mance deck. Can you tell me what's going on over here?
Hear ye, one and all. Ready your coins, copper, silver, and gold for the night's show. This is a deck that begins on the tournament grounds.
Nice.
A card that is going to help me cover the fact that it is a three color. And I wouldn't even say necessarily splash, just because it's evenly balanced into white, red, and black. Mm-hmm. I like the cards. It'll definitely get rolling once it starts playing. Usual Magic things apply, but I'm very excited about Sir Conrad and Sir Alan.
Yeah, that's really sick for you. I'm not happy about you having to face those. I like them a lot, but not against me.
I also really like Scorching Dragonfire, just because it's one of those cards that, you know, you got a creature and then suddenly you don't. Like,
yes, and it's exiled too.
And because I kind of got to know what your deck was going to be, I know that there's not many nopes.
Yeah, yeah. Even though I'm part blue, right? There's not like counterspells galore.
Unless, of course, you changed and you made that Dance of the Mance deck, which would be super exciting.
Yeah, super exciting for you as you beat me down with all of these knights. This is a very scary deck. I mean, like, this 3-drop slot is awful for me. Lost Legion is probably the worst of them, and I actually like Lost Legion quite a bit. But
what's not to like about getting something that can kind of hold its own on the battlefield? 2/3.
2/3's fine.
For 3, and you get to scry.
And
2.
Right, and it's got the knight name, which a lot of your cards care about knights because you made a knights deck. I think your only creatures that are not knights is the giant killer and the trebuchets. But the trebuchets both care about knights, so that makes sense. But yeah, this deck seems really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays. Yeah, Amy will be here to co-pilot, if you will, the deck with Dave against me piloting the Okos insanity, if you will.
Okos.
But yeah, that is going to be the deck tech. Dave, I just want to make sure there was nothing else you wanted to say about it before I close it out.
No, I'm just really excited to see how both of these decks, considering that, you know, you play draft and you get what you get. You play standard and you get what you can afford to buy or what your local area has. This whole idea of opening the pack and just using those cards, I'm very excited. I'm also very excited because the not to throw off focus, but the pool of cards that did not go into this, there is a whole nother deck and a half, at least not 2 decks, without even taking this one apart.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I just do. Like,
So we would... you will see the games in just a second, but we would love to hear your feedback on this little weird format that we've kind of created for these videos. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Would you like to see things changed? Should it stay exactly the way it is? But either way, let's get into the games. Good luck. So, we are here. We have resolved mulligans. We have... decided who was going first. Amy and Dave have won the roll, and so I am going second. They have chosen to be on the play, which I guess makes sense. And we are ready to get started whenever you guys would like to go ahead.
After all that, though, I do have to regrettably say this is the only appearance of Dance of the Mance.
That's right.
In the coming games.
That's right.
Because I looked long and hard, and I even went on the Reddit for exactly amount of minutes I could handle being on Reddit for, and nobody built me a Dance of the Mance deck that I could simulate with the cards that I had used.
Yeah, you just didn't have enough.
So, I promised that you would see Dance of the Mance. Here it is dancing.
That's it.
And Manson.
That's it, though. Manson? That's
Maybe
not
it's
great.
listening to Marilyn Manson and dancing to Marilyn
Maybe. Hopefully not.
How dare you, sir?
Manson. Why?
I don't know. So,
Because it's copyrighted. It's going to get taken right down.
by the way, if people were unaware or didn't watch the last time that we faced off against one another, Dave and Amy are on one side.
Yeah.
This side, that is them over there, the St. Jude
No, it's
playmat.
not.
And I am over here, this side.
So we'll see what we say who depending on who wins.
So go ahead, whenever you're ready. Start your
Well,
face turn.
We're going to open the game with the hottest start in Magic the Gathering going at the moment. All right? We're going to play tournament grounds and we're going to pass our turn.
Yeah. Okay.
The party hath begun.
That's probably a lot. Okay, sure. I have a pretty hot start myself with a forest, and this curious pair are going to have some treats to share as they go on an adventure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for a judge to come to the table to see about that move.
They go on an adventure and they create me a food token. A shiny food token. Ooh, okay.
Boo.
With curly banana. Wow. With curly bananas. And go ahead.
I'm not taking my hand down until the judge comes over. You just wait. Because when he comes over and he looks at your board state, they're clearly going to overturn all of your possession.
Sounds right. It's a plains.
It's a plains, and now we pass our turn.
Okay, untap. Draw for the turn. Interesting. Swamp. I guess I'll be a little bit more aggressive and play my super fancy Order of Midnight. It's a 2/2 flyer that cannot block.
Oh no.
I chose not to use its adventure because that would have returned a creature from my graveyard to my hand, but it's early game, so I don't have any. So I'd rather just get the 2/2 flyer out. And I have this food token over here as well. And I will pass.
And we're on the draw. And we certainly did draw. And we'll play this.
Nice.
And in response,
Swamp it up.
Response to your order of the late nights, we're gonna play our tactician friend.
Your 2/3 blocks my 2/2 quite well. That is
Oh
unfortunate.
yes,
Very unfortunate. And mine can't block at all. So, there's that.
And we pass our turn.
Okay. I will draw. I will play this island, all 3 colors. And then I will...
Listen to him being all fancy. We got all 3 colors and we didn't make a big thing about it.
You had all 3 colors with your first land.
Look at that.
Apparently, this is going to be a theme today, I guess. Flying creatures galore, because I'm going to play this Tome Raider, and when it enters the battlefield, I draw a card.
Oh, Lord.
So it is a 1/1 flyer. Then I will pass the turn, because I don't really feel like attacking a 2/2 into a 2/3 today. Just today, though. Any other day, would have been all over it, but I'm just not feeling it,
I mean, it is the wisest stratagem move in Magic the Gathering.
That is true.
We're going to play a Mountain.
There you go.
And now we officially have all of the mana. And all of the mana.
Yeah.
I feel like that was mocking me somehow. Something tells me.
If your confidence is that low, that you believe that my statement was in mock, sir,
That's great.
So I'm going to tap Tournament Grounds
Sure.
for a white mana.
Sure.
I'm going to tap this Mountain.
For a red mana.
And I'm going to tap this Plains.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to play Raging Redcap.
Raging Redcap it is. It is a 1/2 double striking knight. You got it.
And we good?
Do you want to attack or do you not want to attack?
It would be a bad idea to attack. He's trying to bait us into a bad move.
Yes and no. Like if I double block, your guy dies, but you kill this. But like this, the one my 1/1 lives. So like, it's your choice.
Yep.
What a terrible strategy on my part to tell you what I would probably do. All right, so you're done?
Yes.
All right. My turn.
Judge?
My opponent's untapping on his turn. This is unbelievable.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed, Judge?
I'm going to play a forest for turn, so I have 4 available. I'm going to... Sure, let's start getting some damage on the board. 4 mana. Out muscle.
Oh.
I get to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature that I control, and then it fights a creature you control. So, I'm going to put it on, surprise, surprise, the one that will actually kill your flyer. So I'm going to put it on the Order of Midnight, and then the Order of Midnight is going to fight your Ardenvale Tactician.
Well, unfortunately, they do combat. Mm-hmm. And Ardenvale Tactician does not make it.
Correct. Now this has 2 damage marked on it, but I'm still going to go to combat and attack you for 4 in the air.
And we unfortunately do not have anything in hand.
Okay. So if people are curious, obviously Dave's playmat and Dave and Amy's playmat, Dave and Amy's life total, Joe's playmat, Joe's life total. So we will put you guys to 16 after taking 4 damage. That will be the end of my turn, so you may go ahead. Sure.
Oh, good.
Sounds like you drew something great. I'm upset. A swamp.
Okay.
So we're gonna tap a mountain and a plains, and we're going to joust.
Oh, nice. That thing's cool.
So our knight,
Yes.
because we are playing it upon a knight, it gets +2/+1 until end of turn, unfortunately.
So it's a 3/3.
And then we're going to fight your Order of Midnight.
So they're both 3/3s, so they will both...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're both 3/3s, and they will both die.
But ours has first strike.
It has double strike, but that's for combat.
That's right. That's right.
So a fight
isn't,
is just a fight. Yeah.
Just slamming 2 hags of meat together.
Exactly. Exactly. But you killed that scary 3/3 flyer, so props.
Dealing with one problem at a time. like the Ghostbusters.
Nothing wrong with that. Is anything else?
Let's save that for later. We'll pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. Interesting. So let me do some math. 2, 4. I think that works.
12.
No, my counting. I'm going to play a swamp for the turn. And then tapping... Well, let's do this correctly. I'll go to combat first and attack you for 1 in the air.
Yep.
Okay. Down to 15. And then on my second main, like I said, this is a very weird game. My deck was not supposed to revolve around flyers, but here is a 2/2 flying that can tap to add a green or a blue, the Marleaf Pixie. Then I will tap a black and a green and get my Curious Pair off of their adventure. And now I have a 1/3 as well.
They return just in time.
And I will pass. Go ahead.
So we're on the untap.
Correct.
We're on the draw. And let's get that out there so it's not
I was going to say,
around our neck.
we've all definitely been hitting our land drops pretty well, which is either a very good thing or a very bad thing.
And we're gonna pass our turn.
Yeah, like I said, or a very bad thing.
No, we're just holding on to some cards.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a lot of instants and sorceries. You have no idea.
With a whole bunch of big creatures right here. We're just holding on to them because we just don't have enough mana on the table.
Okay, so I'm going to play this island. Now, if I asked you guys, what do you think you would say is the best card in my deck and the card that you would not want to see me play right now? Or in general?
I don't want to see you play Oko.
So...
I don't want to see you play Dance of the Mance. It would make me really sad.
So, I am going to play Oko. But it's the crappier Oko. The 6-mana Oko the Trickster Oko.
Yay.
As opposed to the super busted, banned in every format that it's viable in Oko. So this is Oko the Trickster. And with Oko the Trickster, his +1 puts 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature I control. His 0, until end of turn, he becomes a copy of target creature I control, and I prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn. And his -7 is until end of turn, each creature you control has base power and toughness 10/10 and gains trample. He starts at 4, and I'm going to plus him up 1 to 5 to put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature I control. And I'm going to choose my Tome Raider to get 2 +1/+1 counters. So it's now a 3/3 flying creature. And then I will go to combat and attack for 3, 4, 5 in the air. The Curious Pair will stay back.
Amy, I don't think we should use our cards yet. I think
Gotta hold them.
Save.
They're too good.
We gotta know when to hold them. And when to just take 5.
Okay, so if you take 5, you will go to 10.
Okay, now we should start thinking about using these cards. Now is the time. We're at 10. We have expended the excess layer.
The strategy was
health.
to lull me into the false sense of security, and then
Let
they
you
just
get all those
drop-
cards.
Yeah,
and
just
we're
drop
just
all
gonna play
4
Day
of
of
them.
Judgment.
Yeah, exactly. Just destroy them all.
Because if you go back to the video, you saw that I drew that.
Yeah, I definitely opened it. No question.
Not even a worry.
Go ahead. It is your turn.
All right, we'll untap all this busyness.
Yes, of course. It was all tapped. You played so much
And now
last
we'll
turn.
draw. I mean,
It's a thing.
it certainly is. I see I'm picking up what you're putting down. We'll play that.
But
Sure.
are you putting down a card?
Yes.
Because we're gonna play Forever Young.
There you go. Okay, so you get to put any number of creatures from your graveyard on top of your library, and then you draw a card. Well, no, it doesn't have to be random. You get to choose what order they go on top in.
Oh,
Yeah, you choose. And it can be any number, so you don't have to put both on, but if you want to put both on, that's great. Just know that you'll draw one right away
yes.
with Forever Young, and then on your next turn, if you put both, you'll draw the second one.
Oh yes.
So-
we want this one.
Okay.
Do we want to put this one on top of the deck?
Yeah.
Remind the viewers what you're choosing from. So you have the red cap is what you're deciding whether or not you want.
And we are absolutely handing in
The Ardenvale Tactician.
so that we can
Makes sense.
get something in the air to jump block for at least one turn.
Yeah.
So you wanna top him off? Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. So the 1/2 goes on top. We know what is there, and then you drew the Ardenvale Tactician.
All right, and on our turn, we are also going to tap 3.
Okay. To play, drum roll please. It's a really.
Ardenvale Tactician.
Oh my
I know.
god!
I know.
No, you had that card. It's that card's gorgeous. The art is so.
Now
good.
I know there's something differently we could have done, but at this point, fighting back from 10 to 20 with you already having a pretty pumped
Sure.
Planeswalker. Not to say that we're doing best of 3, but we're doing best of 3.
We're definitely doing best.
And
We're definitely doing best of 3. Don't you worry. All right. So is that your turn?
wait. Yes.
Wait. Let me check. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Untaps. Draw. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play this island for the turn. Island it up. And then I will plus Oko to 6.
Play the other Oko.
And put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature I control. And that will be the Maraleaf Pixie. So the Pixie is a 4/4 and the Tome Raider is a 3/3. So I will go to combat and attack for 7 in the air.
Do we want to block or do we just want to take the 7?
Well, our guy has flying.
He does.
Correct. So you could block with it, but either of these are stronger.
We could save ourselves from 4 damage though for 1 turn. And then mission accomplished sort of for our tactician there.
Does our guy die?
Yes. Oh, he dies either way. If we don't block him, we take the 7, we keep our card. But any other move, including
Either-
just sacking
either
the
block.
creature.
Just placing it in the graveyard for no reason at all.
I'm tired of looking at this card.
Alright, well. I guess. Let's do it.
Let's do
Sack
a meeting
it?
block. Yeah. Throw the grave. Block with it.
Yeah, I mean, because what would we take?
You would take 7 and go to 3 if you don't block.
Yeah, that's kind of insane to go to 3 this
Okay.
soon.
So you block the 4, you take the 3, and you go to 7 then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would much rather that.
You got it. So down to 7. Okay. That was my attack. I already used Oko, so sure, pass.
Let's go to untap. Always make sure to remember to do that, folks. You can't play anything if you don't untap your power supply. Oh, what a surprise.
Oh, that's right. You left the red cap on top. We knew that. We all knew that.
Let's play one of these super secret beauties right there.
Yeah, swamp.
And now we're going to tap this for a red mana.
Sure.
And then we're going to tap these 2 for also red mana.
For red mana.
And we're going to play
Oh,
Raging Red
it's
Cap.
a raging red cap. I've never seen that card before.
And
No way.
we're going to politely pass our turn.
Sure. I'm going to
Be as
untap.
it may.
Yeah. I'm going to draw for the turn. This is very weird. Okay. I'm going to play this swamp for the turn. Then I'm going to... This is very odd. I do somewhat apologize for it. I'm going to alter fate. So I'm going to use my other Order of Midnight to alter fate to bring my Order of Midnight from the graveyard back to my hand.
That sounds desperate.
And then
You're really clinging to straws here, Jody.
and then this Order of Midnight is going to go on an adventure.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tap 2 more, and I'm going to play this Order of Midnight off of its adventure.
Oh.
And then I'm going to tap 2 more and play this Order of Midnight out of my hand.
What is happening?
So many flyers.
You know, You know when you leave the faucet on and the tub overflows and then the bathroom overflows and then you have to pay for a new apartment complex floor? That's kind of the equivalent of what's sort of happened over there. Except fortunately, what you see right now is that's our side of the table. Joe's just moving his hand with my voice.
Correct.
To make it seem like Joe and Amy
Correct.
are switched on which side of the table there.
Correct. I'm going to then plus Oko to 7.
Nice.
And I'll put 2 more counters on the Tome Raider. We'll just go back and forth with it. And then I guess I'll go to combat and attack with these 2 flyers for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total.
And here is where the goat token comes into play.
And saves the day. He throws that boot so high in the air.
It's actually, I really wish I had prepared and put a picture of Tom Brady on there. Like, well, unfortunately, the goat comes to the field and makes a last-minute mad dash, scoring 4 touchdowns in 6 seconds. Well, that is game 1. The one thing I will say, I'm kind of happy. I forgot that you had any of these literal cards in here. So the good news is we didn't get started to then have it stripped away from us by flyers.
Yes.
I now remember that you have an awful lot of caca going on.
Apparently. Good lord. I did not expect this at all.
And that second Oko. I entirely forgot about him.
The 6 mana Oko, yeah.
Them.
No, it's a him. It's a him as far as I know. But yeah, so we will be back for game 2 in a second. Okay, so we are at game 2. Dave and Amy, we both kept 7. Dave and Amy have chosen to play first, so whenever you are ready. Nice. Get it again. All right.
And pass turn.
I draw. Well, I have a non-basic land too. It's my money card, Fabled Passage.
Ew.
Go. Actually, I'm gonna, while you're taking your turn, I'm gonna crack this and go get a swamp.
Got it. So we're gonna wait to watch you do that just to make sure you actually get a swamp, so I don't have to get the judge over here. All right?
Because, known cheater over here.
He's real tired of coming to the table because of you. We're gonna play a swamp.
Hey, look! I also have one of those.
We're gonna tap 2 and play Smitten Swordmaster.
Ooh, he's so smitten. He's got lifelink.
And then we're gonna ham for just a second.
Okay.
The most infuriating way to cut for people. I know it makes people feel very hurt, and that's why I do it.
I don't mind. I truly don't.
I know you don't, but I do know the many games we have gone to when I do that. There's a literal.
Yeah, that's. Are you good?
Yes.
Okay. Untap my swamp. Draw for the turn. Play the forest. Tap the 2. What a surprise! It's the Order of Midnight. Pass.
Huh. Now, what an interesting turn of cards.
It's a 2/2 flyer. I don't know if you know what it does, but it can't block. So, no worries there.
Okay. So we're gonna play a mountain.
There you go. Technically 3 colors again. 3.
Oh, we're using this for a red.
Sure.
For the sticklers out
Sure.
there.
For the sticklers.
We're gonna play a Raging Redcap.
Sure. I can't block, so I don't.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Mm-hmm. And because of that, we're going to swing for 2.
Again, I have no blocks. I go to 18. You folks, thankfully I have 2 of these, go to 22.
I mean, we have a. Is mine the matching color to the?
For mine, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So if you need it, I'll put it right there.
Sure. I don't think I'll need it, but that's fair, and I appreciate it.
And we will pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Well, I sure do have all 3. That's the thing. We'll go like that. And I will go to combat. An attack for 2 in the air.
All right, so this is when we play Giant Spider.
With your
I wish.
tapped out non-green lands,
Oh,
you'll play
yes.
Giant Spider.
Just like the cheaty faces that are underneath the playmat and you don't realize when the game gets
Lift
heavy.
the whole playmat. So you go to 20 again. And then I'm going to do this move that it may seem weird, it may seem strange. I know it's nothing that you have ever seen before.
Okay.
I'm going to play this Order of Midnight for 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
The literally most underused strategy of your deck, and you've now whipped it out.
It's
not once
unbelievable.
but twice.
It's crazy, right?
So you just gotta. Let's call Alfred Hitchcock and just threaten him.
It's the birds up in here, and I will pass.
All right, we're gonna untap.
I have
once
my
again.
blue open for my definitely counterspell.
Very, very important that you untap. You cannot take your turn if you do not untap. I mean, that'll help open things up and get things moving to a certain degree.
Oh no, I'm scared. Excuse me.
Oh well.
Notably, this Order of Midnight also cannot block. Don't forget.
Oh no. And we have nothing to block it. Except, here we go. We're tapping 3.
3.
And we're playing a Lost Legion.
Ooh. Okay, so you get to scry 2.
Yeah.
Maybe this one?
Yeah.
And then put this one
I think so.
at the...
Yeah.
Alright. So, by the way... just
One on
for-
top, one on bottom. Yeah, I
for
will
the
look.
folks at
I will
home.
look.
This is the card that we're putting on top. And this is the card that we are putting on the bottom. Since by the way, using the deck, you'll notice that one of them has gotten quite a bit of exercise on the table, and one of them has not. And so now we move to attacks.
Yes.
And let's get us some of that health back.
Yes.
And also poke you in the eye for some damage.
Yeah, because I'm going to take 2 here. Well, first strike damage, 1, and then regular damage, 2, 3, or 4 total, I guess. So you go back to 22.
Oh, yeah.
And then I take the 4 and go down to 14.
All
See
right,
that?
that's pretty
That's
sweet.
how it's done.
It looks like
in
it.
some places.
According to some people.
According to some, that's how you do. Although others are going to be screaming in the comments below.
That's right. So, is that your turn?
During our second main phase.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna shimmy this card just a bit, and then I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay. I'm also going to shimmy these cards, but they will be untapped when I'm done shimmying them, if you will. I am going to play this forest for my turn.
So when do we get mana burn back? When does that come back into the game?
Unfortunately, and or fortunately, Dave, I do not think that is going to be something that anyone is going to be on your side for.
Oh no, then it'd be on my side. It just has to come back to start making those pump cards. Really give people some moment of pause.
I am going to tap 4? No, that's silly. We're going to wait, because we're going to do the correct thing
Okay.
for me right now, which is to go to combat first and attack for 4 in the air.
Okay.
Because that Tournament Grounds is definitely going to be playing some big, scary things to deal with my 2/2/2 flyers that can't block.
In fact, it's not.
Weird how that works, huh? Okay.
Let's go to the camera. No, it doesn't seem like it's doing absolutely anything.
Good. So you go to 18. I am at 14.
Anakin Skywalker.
And then now, on my second main phase, I will play this Fierce Witch Stalker.
Oh no.
It is a 4/4 with trample, and when it enters, I create this gorgeous foil food token.
Does it say foil gorgeous food token?
It sure does.
Or
Look.
does it say, you know I can't read?
Then that's why I'm gaslighting the hell out of you, sir. It does not say that at all. But that's what I'm doing anyway. So I now have a 4/4, which means I can comfortably pass.
See, that's what you think.
I mean, I feel okay currently. That doesn't mean I will stay that way. That just means that that's how I
Well, sir,
currently feel.
unfortunately for you, I've poisoned your wine.
I've poisoned yours as well.
And that's when you check out the next video where Joe, Dave, and Amy sing the hits of Tenacious D.
Such a good
The
song.
B-sides.
Tenacious D's great.
If we play this, and we play it in the particular manner that it can be played, it'll start to actually help us against other things that nobody played.
Okay.
So we're going to use 1 black for the tournament ground.
Sure.
We're going to tap these 2 swamps and this mountain.
Sure.
And okay, I had to do a little bit of mental math because I realized, did not
4.
Just got really excited, and we play.
Yeah, you do get 3 black.
And
Okay.
so it gets a 1/1 token on it.
Correct. So it is a 4/3.
A 4/3 with menus.
Correct.
Nice.
Yes. That is good.
And if only we could draw a different card. I don't know about you, but I think we could move along.
This is me waiting to untap when you say yes to his question.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know what that symbol's
It's-
supposed to mean, but if it's some sort of elaborate
It's definitely not, I assure
code,
you.
I get it.
I promise you it is not some code of any kind.
Amy, just remember, if I give you the signal, throw in the towel. Amy, should we continue on with this game? Yes? Okay.
Alright, I am going to tap 1, 2 to play the adventure Rage of Winter.
Oh, no.
So I get to tap one of your creatures, and it doesn't untap during your next untap step. I'm going to choose this
What a shame
lovely,
we have lost Legion. What a shame.
this
We're
lovely
gonna miss him.
Lochthwain Paladin of yours. And then my Queen of Ice goes on an adventure. Then
And I certainly hope you booked with Travelocity so they lose your bags.
I was going to say, I definitely
Oh
did
my
not.
gosh.
I am going to go to combat now, and I'm going to attack for 2, 4 in the air, and 4 on the ground with trample.
No,
Oh, is that not what I should do?
no.
Why?
So, we can't do anything about that 4 damage in the air. But, with the... How many cards in hand?
3 cards
3 cards...
in my hand.
3 cards in your hand
3
and
cards.
3 mana untapped, 1 of each color.
Correct.
My thought is let's get rid of some... Let's clear some space. Let's get a little crowded on our end of the
A little
board.
crowded around here.
Should we double block to potentially take out the creature? And we'll gain 2 life regardless.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Then I have no effects before damage.
Okay.
You guys are tapped out, so I assume you also have no effects before damage.
Deedly-doo.
Which means that damage happens. You have 4 toughness
Yep.
and 4 attack. So all 3 of these creatures will die.
Yes. It is excellent. All goes according to plan.
And then you took 4, but gained 2 from your lifelinker.
Yes.
So you only took 2 total, and you go to 16.
Yes, excellent.
And that was my attack, which means on my second main phase, I'm going to use that last 1, 2, 3 to bring this queen off of her, what turned out to be a very short adventure.
That's what happens when you don't buy a ticket to for your flight. You just book the hotel and the destination.
She was just sitting on her throne.
Yeah, she sure was. I am going to pass the turn. You're up. So let my shiny food sitting here doing nothing. Whole lot of nothing food.
Reflecting the
My
net.
shiny food enemy.
Nice. Nice Chip Skylark reference.
Oh yeah. He's my boy.
He's pretty great.
Do we want to use this just to handle something?
Oh, does it? Okay, yes.
Which thing? Because there's
One of the birdies or the queen.
Well, I'd prefer the bird.
Okay. So
Right?
you just pick a bird, and I'll
Just pick a bird.
I'll deploy the zap.
Not the pretty one. Kill the less pretty one. This one's pretty.
What's got the higher power and toughness?
No, they're
They're
literally the
both
same card.
Alright, so I guess we can do the ugly one.
Yes.
Right?
So that one.
No.
Does that one have a better ability?
No, they're literally the same
They're
card.
the
It's
exact
just
same
that this one has the showcase frame, so it looks cooler. So I just want this one to stay around because it looks cooler.
Okay.
You do whatever you want. It's your
can
card.
Kill the ugly one.
As you
Be
wish.
nice.
Okay, so Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and if it would die, exile it instead. Well, guess what? It's dying, because I have no effects, so it gets exiled in my graveyard. But not in the graveyard, but, you know, I put it over in this general area, that's all.
to under the table with you.
In the trash with you.
You mean everyone doesn't throw their cards underneath the playing table if they're exiled? They're dead to you. They are not coming back.
No.
It's true. What else?
Now, we could attack, except that it wouldn't kill that, and that would kill our creature.
Correct.
So let's
That
not do
sounds
that.
bad.
That's correct.
It would be disappointing, to say the least. I think we pass. Do you? What do you
Okay.
think? All right.
All right, passing has happened. I will untap. I will draw for the turn. Well,
Don't you do it.
I will play a forest for the turn.
Don't you do
I
it.
think I have to do it. I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't.
I should, though. I'm gonna go to combat.
No. Oh, that's a bad idea.
I guess for now, I will attack for 4.
Oh, no. Let's see. What do we have here? Well, we got a bad lot of nothing.
Yeah, no,
In
that
that
sounds right.
situation, do we want to block, or do we want to just take the 4?
I think we can take the 4 right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still above 10, so
Yeah,
we've still
you'll
got-
go down to 12 if you take all 4.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
All
because we've
right.
still got life to play with here.
Okay. So then, on my second main, after the damage has been dealt, I'm going to tap 3.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to make sure that Lochthwain Paladin enjoys her charmed sleep.
Oh, how kind of you to just now. While I'm gonna politely just move
Just
this
shunt her to the
straight over here. Where her slumber shan't get in the way of our gaming.
Okay, and then I'm going to end my turn and pass to you two.
All right, untapping.
Yes.
We're untapping. We're drawing. We're appreciating. We're looking around.
We're taking a moment of pause. We're thinking. We're praising.
We are certainly appraising our situation to think about where have we been,
and where are we going?
What's it all about?
What does it all mean?
Where does the river go?
Good lord.
How high does the sycamore grow?
Yeah, exactly.
See, I got her do.
Cut it down, you'll never know.
I think we should. I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
So we'll tap 4,
Yep.
and we will play Elite Headhunter.
Ooh, very nice. 2/3.
elite.
It's very elite. It's 2/3 with Menache.
He's so elite.
Oh no, and you can sacrifice your. No, this is very useful. You don't want to.
She is sleeping very soundly. There is no reason to disturb her. In any reason, she has put the "Do Not Disturb" sign on the floor
Yeah.
next to her.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I think we should get while the 2 free damage is good.
Yeah.
I have no blocks. We are all at 12.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to untap my stuff here. I'm going to draw this card when it wants to cooperate. That is weird. Why? Okay, fine. I'm going to play this forest. So many land. Well, seeing as how this deals 2 damage, well, I guess the only thing for me to do
Oh, don't you play it.
in such a situation
Don't you do it.
is to play my 6 mana Oko
Yep.
that I just top decked.
Don't you do that.
2, 4, 6, and I'll leave this
Well, at
black
least
open.
it's not the terrible Oko.
Correct. This is not the terrible.
Both Okos are bad Okos. We're not excited to see Oko on the table.
We don't discriminate
All
from
Okos
Oko
suck.
to Oko.
Yeah. So this Oko starts at 4. I'm going to plus it up to 5.
Oh, God help you if you play that other Oko, because I'm calling the judge over it and they're
But-
going to just disqualify you.
Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature I control. It's going to be this Order of Midnight.
No, I think you should put it back on him.
It's not a creature. It's literally not a valid target.
Well, then it would fizzle, and then we would all be very excited about it.
Well, it says up to 1 target creature. I can choose 0 as a number up to 1.
Yeah.
So I could choose 0 creatures.
You
together.
could. You
I could.
should.
I will not.
You won't, but
What I
you
will,
should.
what I will do though is go to combat
All right.
and attack just with my flyer for 4 damage in the
See
air.
that? We have scared him away from attacking on the ground.
Yeah, it's just I don't need this tapped. You would just block and nothing would happen.
The game is afoot. Oh, goodness gracious. We have unfortunately no response but to take it straight on the chin.
That means 8 is your current life total, down from 12. And it means that I am able to pass my turn back to the 2 of you on that side of the table.
Can we check to see if our knight's ready to wake up?
She's definitely not.
Can we have
it's,
the-
it's True Love's kiss.
Can
I'm sorry.
Can we have the ref run over and like lift up their hand and then
See if
throw
it
up
falls
that-
down again
Yeah.
multiple times.
We're gonna draw, and not the friend I thought was gonna come to the party. But not necessarily someone you wouldn't want to come to the party.
Yeah.
So the question... Oh no, because there's nothing on the table that we can unfortunately hurt anymore. Thanks, Oko. With our elite headhunters effect.
Correct.
I mean, we could hit Oko for 2, but let's be honest. He's hitting himself every day, so...
Yeah.
We're
Nice.
gonna tap for 5. We're putting that as a white mana.
Sure.
A plains, if you will.
Sure.
To play the Burning Yard Trainer.
Ooh.
It's Burning Man.
Yeah, and he's got trample and haste, and he can give something else +2/+2, and trample and haste. That's very scary.
So, here's the the 2 thoughts on this.
Okay.
If we give it to our elite headhunter, he can't be blocked because Joe does not have 2 creatures.
Only
to
have
block.
1 blocker.
Although if we give it to the Raging Redcap, he has double strike, and it'll have trample. So we will lose some of the damage, but we will deal potentially more. And Joe would then have to potentially lose a creature if he doesn't just take flat out 6 damage.
Alright, so let's try that one.
All right, so we're gonna.
It's until end of turn, so you're just saying it goes.
Yeah,
on
if
this
you don't mind, we won't.
no, it's fine. So the Burning Yard Trainer targets the Raging Redcap. So the Raging Redcap until end of turn is a 3/2 double strike
Yes.
with a 3/4. It's +2/+2. A 3/4 double strike trample haste.
Yes. And
this is a 3/3 trample haste.
Oh yes. So now when we move to attacks,
Very scary.
we're gonna tip those.
Just those two.
What do you think? Should we swing all out?
Oh boy.
At the worst, with current board state, Joe gets to swing at us with 2. Although, if he taps that and he doesn't play any creatures next turn and he attacks with it, he deals us 2 damage, but then he's opening himself up to 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, his turn mitigating creatures and things like that. So, would you like to go with an all-out attack and potentially give him the yeah, or do we attempt to play it safe on a question mark of is it actually even safe?
You know what? We're down to 8.
Yeah, it's 8 to 12 currently.
I don't like being at 8.
You know who'll hate being at 8 though? Joe. Joe will absolutely hate being at 8.
If you attack with all 3, I feel like I go to a lot lower than 8. But
Well, and that's what makes me think I want to do that. So.
and the other question is, do you want to attack me, or do you want to attack Oko?
I would attack you.
Okay, that makes sense. This thing's real big right now and scary. All out? You got it.
And so our intended target, as Amy requested, is Joe.
All on me. That's totally fine. So, again, 3/4 double strike, trample, haste. 2/3 menace, 3/3 trample, haste. So, the blocks, I guess, need to happen, right? Because otherwise it would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd go to 1. That feels bad. Yeah, real bad. So I can take my Queen of Ice, knowing that her ability says that whenever she deals combat damage to a creature, tap that creature and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Meaning...
Good thing he doesn't read his cards, though.
Meaning that whoever I block stays tapped during your next turn for your untaps as well.
Oh, yes.
But this is still a very good attack for you, if that was at all a question. The problem is that, like, I would like, if I could, to block here so that that thing stays tapped on your next turn, because that represents 3 damage next turn and this represents 2. But this currently represents 6. But I guess the problem is they all have trample anyway, so this is going to get over no matter what for 3. So I think I will do just that. I'm going to have the Queen of Ice.
All right.
Block your Burning Yard Trainer. Now we go to first strike damage. I take 3. So I go down to 9 from first strike.
Okay.
Then we go to regular damage. I take 3, 4, 5. And so I go to 4 from 9. And then this dies, this does not, but my Queen of Ice dealt combat damage, so that will not untap on your turn.
Okay.
Very good. Those were attacks and blocks. I'm at 4, you are all at 8. The question is that your turn?
Let's consult. Oh, we are tapped out, so yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
No problem. I will untap as well. And I will draw. Well, that's going to stay tapped. You have those 2. Thing of the Sleep, that does 2 damage. Or could do 2 damage. Oh. Wait. Wow. You guys are tapped out? This is somewhat mean. But I'm going to have to do it. I think I win. Oko goes to 6.
Yep.
Puts 2 more counters on the flyer.
Yep.
So it's a 6/6. I go to combat and attack you for 6.
Okay.
No effects.
Can't.
Before damage, Garenbrig Carver, give it +2/+2 with the Shield's Might adventure.
Very nice.
Wow.
And table.
That was so scary. That was very close and terrifying. Wow. Okay, I will say, the entirety of this game, I have had Sir Conrad in my hands. But this solitary swamp does jack nothing for me.
That's just a crime.
The whole time. And I had there was genuinely a point where I had like 5 land and Sir Conrad, but it was like 3, oh no, it was 4. It was 3 forests and an island and Sir Conrad. And I'm like, well, far be it for me to say I want to draw more land right now, but I really want another swamp. So yeah, I've been sitting on Sir Conrad for a long time. But that was crazy. Because I forgot about the Oko plus on this, because I was like, oh, Garenbrig Carver could plus it up 2 more, but that only gets 6 damage, not 8. But then Oko giving it 2 more actually got us there. Wow. That was very interesting. Did you guys enjoy it?
Oh, of course.
I liked it a lot. This game in particular was very close, right? I enjoyed that a lot. Let us know what you all thought as well in the comments down below. Did any of us misplay? Would you have played differently? Be kind, maybe, when you tell us. That would be a nice thing. But also, you know, were there things that we should have done instead of other things? Yeah, we would love to hear from all of you about any and all opinions that you might have. But Dave, thank you for joining us. I don't recall if we did it at the top or not, but where can people find you and your things?
So a lot of my work is fortunately located on one central place, and it is Twitch. A lot like YouTube, but essentially for video games. And instead of nicely edited and pre-recorded that you were used to here at the Geek for All family, you get me yammering on and stammering live and in person while I try to put out fires while trying to get games working or things like that, or organizing my friends to actually be there on time. But you can reach me to tell me to get good at DAM314, all one word, at twitch.tv. And you should definitely check it out. Every single Wednesday, I am live. And I'm going to start confidently saying that every Friday I'm live as well.
Good.
Playing a little bit of Overwatch with my regular crew. There's many other programs that you can reach through my channel that I am a part of. So you should definitely check that out.
Yeah, I also agree. Dave is a good friend, but also we really enjoy his live content over on Twitch. So it's definitely something that we highly recommend here at Geek for All. Not in any small part to the fact that occasionally we guest on there as well, because Dave is very gracious and invites us on as well. So, but also genuinely, his community is fantastic. Just a really awesome, fun group of people in chat and or on the stream itself. So always a great time. Always a great time. So definitely encourage you to check that out. Like Dave said, twitch.tv/DAM314. Definitely go do that. For us here, thank you all so very much for watching. We really hope that you enjoyed. Please feel free to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, ring bells, check out our other channels, check out our other videos, all that fun stuff. We would love to hear from you and have you stick around if you are enjoying what you see. And again, we would love your feedback on, did you like this? Do you want to see more stuff like this? Do you never want to see anything like this again? Any and all feedback that you might have, we were genuinely would be curious about it because I had fun. I enjoyed it. It was, that first game maybe was a little one-sided, but this one was very close and very scary,
You know,
for me. So,
but personally, that's the fun of Magic the Gathering. You get to watch. The other player has to play as well.
Yeah.
Like you just, so you get to see, oh cool, that's how that could be done and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you learn fun strategies, like when you take your friend's Oko and borrow it for an undiscriminated amount of time
Yeah.
to go make other people cry at events.
I will say, the busted Oko did not make it on camera today.
Which is good, because the judge is not going to be amused with that. Standing off camera right over there.
Yeah, Sir Conrad didn't make it on camera today either, except for just now, technically. But
You know
anyway,
what? let's just see, just because you mentioned him.
sure.
Nope. All right, the swamp you would have needed. The swamp we wouldn't have needed.
Oh wow, lots of swamps.
Oh, how nice of you to show up once in a while.
Actually, that's really funny though. That means that my top card for my next turn was the swamp for Sir Conrad. That's pretty funny. The trebuchet.
we would have been
Sir Alan.
in a lot of
Whoa.
trouble. We would have been in. Okay, then we might have.
Giant killer.
We still would have started.
But you don't have the. You wouldn't have had the white for Sir Alan, right?
Nope.
Anyway, thank you all so very much once again.
There we go.
This
then we would have
has
started to
been.
be able to play some cards.
There you go. Jeez. Thank you all so very much. We really, really appreciate all of the time that you spend here with us. So, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And I'm Dave.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.